What's going on YouTube? And today we're here with a brand new video. I wasn't going to record a video today as I don't know if you can still hear in my voice, but I am not feeling the greatest today due to allergies is what I believe it is. But nonetheless, what's going on, y'all? And today we are here because they have just announced the 4 Heisman finalists, and when I tell you that I am absolutely stoked, I mean, I'm absolutely stoked. Because this year we have 3 quarterbacks and 1 defensive player. Now, the reason why I'm stoked is obviously you could tell who I know one of the Heisman Trophy nominees are. By the way, I'm stoked. But one thing I will say that this is the first time we've had a defensive player since I believe 2019. I think 2019 was... No. Then it was 2018. Had to be 2018. I'm just double checking my facts. Maybe it was 2019. Yes, 2019 when it was Chase Young, and Ohio State had 2 of them. But nonetheless, we have 3 quarterbacks and a defensive player, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over all 4 of these guys, and I think each person has a chance to win it, and then I'll give you who I think should win it, and then who I think is going to win it. So, first off, we have the defensive player, which is defensive end from the University of Michigan in Aiden Hutchinson. The senior, 6'6", 265. Of course, his dad was a big part of Michigan's run in 1992, I want to say. The year might be off, but he came into the year with 58 total tackles, 14 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, 3 passes defended, and an absolute insane year as a University of Michigan defensive end. I think that he deserves it because of what he's done on the defensive end. He's given so much pressure. Watch back that Ohio State game. He had 3 sacks that game. He's now the career holder of sacks in Michigan with 18.5. And he's just been one of the best defensive players. I already see the comments. Will Anderson Jr. deserves a spot here as well. But the reason why he did not get a spot and Aiden Hutchinson did is because Will Anderson did not have as many defensive tackles. Now, tackles don't mean everything, because I could just put my hand on somebody and someone puts a hand on them, and that's an assistant tackle. But Aiden Hutchinson had 14 sacks. That means that all 14 sacks were just him. And that was second in college football, which I believe is behind Will Anderson Jr., who had 15.5. But compared to 2, Aiden Hutchinson had a better season than Will Anderson Jr. I like Will Anderson Jr. I wouldn't be mad if he got that spot either, but I don't think Aiden Hutchinson's going to win it. I think that he's a shot to. I think he deserves to have a shot to, and we'll keep it close, but I don't think he's going to win it in period sense. Now we go over the 3 quarterbacks. I'm going to go over who I think will come in third, which is the quarterback from Pittsburgh in Kenny Pickett. Of course, Kenny Pickett in his senior year, standing 6'3", 220 pounds. And one of the most underrated quarterbacks, I think he is going into this draft is the QB1. Matt Corral, Malik Willis, everyone thinks it's them. I think Kenny Pickett could be the QB1. I know I've said bad things about him before and that I don't really like his style. That game against Wake Forest really changed things around for me, and watching him play more. Of course, I can go the statistical way and go, hey, he had 4,000 passing yards and 42 touchdowns, but it's not just that. His play style has actually turned around on me. I didn't think he'd be a big quarterback like he is now, but after watching the Wake Forest game and the UNC game and the Syracuse game and the Virginia game, watching his last 4 games, I've progressed my liking for him every single year. So I think Kenny Pickett's going to get third because the 2 people in front of him are, I think either one can win the Heisman. Now, of course, I'm going to go with my second place. I'm biased, I know. And my second place is going to be Bryce Young, the quarterback from Alabama, the sophomore, 6 foot, 194 pounds from Pasadena, California. Of course, in his second year, had an absolute stellar season, leading Alabama to the number 1 seed heading into the CFP/bowl season. I think that he will get. I think he deserves second place. but I'm also fine if he gets first place. I think no matter him or the guy in Hawaii having first, which I think could be easy, chosen by now, but nonetheless, I think that he'll get first place no matter what. I think he should come in second, and I'll explain why in a second. But Bryce Young had a great season this year with Alabama, and the season's not over yet. He's still got 1, possibly 2 more games. He's still got to play Cincinnati. So I think that, and I also like how they're doing this before bowl season, because it's this Saturday is when they're doing it, Saturday night. But I think that Bryce Young does come in second, and then I'm going to be biased here. And I already know that everyone's going to pick Bryce Young to win it. I'm going to go with the Ohio State freshman, C.J. Stroud. And the reason why I'm going with him is because, one, Buckeye. So, of course, I would love to see him win it. He'd be the first one to win it with us since... I don't even remember. Let me check my facts. Let me make sure. I think it's Troy Smith is the last Buckeye to win it. That was years ago. Yeah, Troy Smith in 2006 was the last Buckeye to win it. And to keep in track, the last defensive player to win it, going back to Aiden Hutchinson for a second, was Charles Woodson in 1997. Every year it's been a quarterback, there's been a running back, there's been a wide receiver, another running back there in 2005, but it got vacated. Shout out Reggie Bush. Eric Crouch won it, Ron Dane, Ricky Williams, Eddie George, another Buckeye that won it. And that was also a Michigan player, so that was the last Michigan player to win. Of course, the last Alabama guy was last year with Devontae Smith, and the last Pittsburgh guy, I don't think anyone's won it from Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. I'm just going to double check. Oh, yeah, Tony Dorsett. I forgot about that. So you had Tony Dorsett in the 70s. But nonetheless, I think that C.J. Stroud deserves it because, one, like I said, Buckeye, I'm going to be biased. But two, he's a freshman that put up the stats that a sophomore put up. Do I think C.J. Stroud's going to win one in his career? Absolutely. Do I think it might be this year? I don't know. But I'm also remembering that he's going to have one more extra year than Bryce Young. I think that Stroud wins this one and Young might win the next one. But personally, I want C.J. Stroud to win it, obviously. I think he deserves to win it more than anyone else. If you want to take it away from a statistical side and from a record side. But we'll see what they say on Saturday. As always, I appreciate you all liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate you all throughout this support since changing the content around. I know I say that in every video, but you all don't know how it means to me. But like I always like the video, give me your Heisman winner in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. We're close to 100 subscribers, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.